Hi people and welcome to my new video. So today we have a really kind of cool series which is kind of obscure on the West, but it is a really cool part of Nintendo's history. And fortunately, this game is becoming a viral again because it is getting a remake on the Switch. Of course, on the Japanese title says uh, Famicom Tentai Club, which is a translation would be literally Famicom Detective Club. Uh, it was a duology of games. First one was released back in 1988, and as you can see, it is in Japanese. It was unfortunately never officially translated and released on the West, but we have the options to play some of the games in this duology. So yeah, this type of games, it's not traditional. Like it's not platformer, it's not some RPG. This is a combination of visual novel style, which is really text based, and a point and click adventure. And the point and the goal in this game is to investigation. So this is a kind of really dark story, which is kind of weird for Nintendo because Nintendo even back in the day was kind of family friendly company. But yeah, like Eternal Darkness, back in the day, Nintendo used to make some real dark games. Cool thing about it, it was completely written by uh, legendary Metroid creator. Uh, I think this came before. Yeah, this definitely came before 1988. Yeah, Sakamoto-san, he's popular for his part in the Metroid series and the Game and Valley and stuff like that. So Sakamoto-san, Sakamoto Yoshio is his full name. He made a screenplay and the story for both and actual design of the characters too, for both games in duology. So as you can see, main protagonist is he have a sort of amnesia that is written in the kanji and hiragana or whatever this is, and you have the option to have a conversation with a person who find you, which is impossible to play on the West if you're not fluent in Japanese. Op. So basically, you need to figure out what the hell happened to the main protagonist, which is you. So yeah, this is the place where you are founded, where you are. Uh-huh. So this gave me the option to research this cliff. So yeah, I don't know if you can see it on the, but I can move a curve. This is kind of finger, something like finger, and you can move it with the D-pad, and you can investigate this cliff. The music is kind of creepy, and yeah, I will show you the unofficial translation of one of the game in the series also. But yeah, as you can see, it's one of those style of games. So yeah, as you can see, there is a person appeared up there. So we will search. Who is that? It's a girl, I think. Uh, Mhm. So yeah, we have yeah, this is the person that we seen on the cliff. So yeah, this was the first title in the series called Missing High, and the second game in the series in the duology is called The Girl Who Stands Behind, and it is actually a prequel that is released in 98. Yeah, 1 year later. So basically, those two games were kind of popular in Japan, so it was only natural to get some sort of remake and stuff like that. So yeah, I will show you the second game now. I will pause the video. Were later released as a part of Famicom Mini celebration of the Famicom and NES for the GBA for the Game Boy Advance. So I think it was in the early 2000s, like 2005, 2004. Here on the West, we got the option to collect NES games that were released for the Game Boy Advance, and in Japan, this was one of the games. Both of these games were among those Famicom Mini collectibles. So yeah, that was actually the first time I came across those titles because here on the West, most of the people first time heard for it because of a Smash Bros. Because during the GameCube era for the Smash Bros, one of the characters in the game, which was kind of popular in Japan, was the Ayumi Tachibana, and she was a trophy in the Smash Bros. But originally, it was intended to be a playable character that can fight, which is kind of big deal. In the same way that Fire Emblem series got its characters, because here on the West before Smash Bros, we didn't know what the hell is Fire Emblem. So after the popularity that gained, Fire Emblem games were ported here, and new entries are released regularly. It became household name actually. So yeah, as you can see, this is the prologue of the second, pardon me, of the second game, which is released in 1988. And yeah, the art style is beautiful. Story is kind of a detective story mixed with the mystery horror. Sakamoto-san was inspired by horrors that made Dario Argento. It was an Italian director. I don't know if you are familiar with his work. He's kind of popular here in Europe. So yeah, Tante Club. It was kind of really creepy game, which is kind of weird for Nintendo. So yeah, this boy came across two officers, and you don't have a clue what is going on because it's in Japanese. Some people may get distracted and may have some sort of backlash toward it, but I kind of like this kind of games. I played some of different style of visual novels and point and click adventures. I like games like Higurashi no Naku Koroni and games like I don't know, Steins Gate, which is kind of cool because these two games, this duology is getting a complete remake for Nintendo Switch, and it is designed by the Mages, which is a company that actually made Steins Gate or Steins Gate, Steins Gate. So yeah, these two original games were also available for the Virtual Console on the Wii and Wii U and actually 3DS on Japanese Virtual Console. But yeah, if you change a server, you can download it, but still you don't have a translation. So after those releases, during the Super Famicom era or Super Nintendo, Super Famicom is Japanese Super Nintendo, we got a remake of the second game, The Girl Who Stands Behind, in a form of a Nintendo Power cartridge. So I forgot to mention, these games were not available for the standard cartridges on the Famicom original, but for the Famicom Disk System, which is kind of add-on for the Famicom, and it uses something similar to floppy disks. Uh, so yeah, you cannot play these games on the Famicom standard cartridges. Uh, and when it got released on the Super Famicom, it was released also not for the standard Super Famicom cartridges, which is same as the, I don't know, Super Nintendo cartridges in Europe. In United States, you got a different cartridges, but in Europe we have this. So this is the standard Famicom cartridge. Also, it looks the same. But this game, this second one, was not it was remade, but not released on standard cartridge, but in the form of a Nintendo Power cartridge. And I will tell you about it in a minute. I will change it to Super Famicom remake of this second game. So yeah, we are back, and this is the Super Famicom remake of the second game, The Girl Who Stands Behind, which is a prequel to the first one. And as I said, it is released on the Nintendo Power cartridge. What is Nintendo Power? It was a system. This is the Famicom Disk System startup, which is not bias of this game. It is just a homage to it, just a Easter egg or something like that. I will turn the volume down. So Nintendo Power cartridges were network of kiosks actually across the Japan. You had a special kiosk alongside, I don't know, coffee machines and pachinko machines and stuff like that. And you can take this Nintendo Power cartridge, you can buy it, and you can go to the, you can see the remake of the opening. You go to the kiosk and you downloaded the ROM of the game on the cartridge. It was way cheaper than the standard cartridges. So you will not go to the video game store and buy the video game cartridge. You will just go with this rewritable Nintendo Power cartridge, and you can download game on that. And yeah, this is kind of niche. I want to make a video about Nintendo Power Network. Also, Nintendo Power is the name of the popular video game magazine in the United States. Don't get confused with that. This is completely two different things. And yeah, the game that we see a few seconds ago, a few minutes, you can see now a complete remake of it, which looks way better. And as you can see, it is on English, which is kind of great. So yeah, we got a beautiful 16-bit soundtrack. We got a beautiful 16-bit graphics, and we can enjoy in English on the West. Try to zoom it in. Yeah, you can see how advanced graphics are on this game. My point of this video is to recommend to play this game, this second one. It is really great, and it's really, as I said before, easy to get into. Gameplay is ultra simple, and if you can read English, you can enjoy it. Really great detective slash mystery horror story. A lot of things you need to figure out alone with your head, with your deductive process in your head, which is kind of cool. I like those style of detective stories. So yeah, this is the same scene from before, but in 16-bit form. So yeah, I also need to mention I made this video to talk about every entry in this series. There was also a third game, but that game was not part of official series. It was only duology. The third game was called Famicom Detective Club. No, I apologize. BS Detective Club, because it was released on the Satellaview BS system. And what is a Satellaview? It's also kind of obscure and cool stuff. Satellaview was also a satellite network and add-on for the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo in Japan, that can allow you to broadcast games with satellite and play it with your Super Nintendo, Super Famicom. So basically, that game was not released on the cartridges. It was broadcast like when you watch a TV series or a film or a movie on a television. It's like a television broadcast or a satellite channel broadcast, but only in a video game format, which is kind of cool. That game have 3 chapters, and it was never translated into English. It also features Ayumi Tachibana character. I think that she's a main protagonist that time as a playable character. So yeah, it was only available to play it with broadcast from that satellite network, which is kind of sad because we don't have a chance to experience it. Maybe one day. So yeah, Nintendo hired Sakamoto-san again to produce these games again in the Switch form in collaboration with Mages. And I will probably buy both of those games and try to play it, especially because of the first one. I never played first one like through the whole game. I played only, like as you can see it on the beginning of the video, as a I don't know, as a joke, just to try out from curiosity. And this, as you can see, this is really immersive and really cool stuff. So yeah, this is only the prologue. We met this detective. This video will be a few minutes longer, just that I can show you the gameplay and stuff. And the soundtrack also is really great. I will. So yeah, if you have a time and if you have a, I don't know, EverDrive cartridge and Super Famicom, Super Nintendo, it's not important. You can play it. You can have a Super Famicom or American, US, Super Nintendo or European, and you can play this game on the EverDrive cartridge. Also, you can play it on emulators for the Wii, for the 3DS. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, I have 3 options for now. So I will try to speak with a man. We don't know that he's a detective, spoiler. So yeah, for some people it will be not attractive kind of a gameplay, but it's really great. You need to figure out if you can trust this guy. Is he really ally or he is some sort of creepy weirdo? I will not spoil that. But yeah, I want to show you a few minutes of gameplay. I will pause a second. So yeah, this boy is his parents are missing, and he tried to figure out what the hell happened. He came across this detective, which is kind of really popular in Tokyo. Not in Tokyo. It is some other town in Japan. I apologize. It's smaller town. But this boy can see some sort of ally in this person. At least that was his opinion on the prologue of the game. I will try to just give short names. I don't know. I'm trying to save a time because this video is already too long. But yeah, we are talking about whole history of this series, so yeah, it's some kind of natural. Yeah, Chupacabra. So yeah, I repeat, I cannot recommend this game enough because it's really great. Play this game on an emulator, I don't know if you have EverDrive, or try to buy a Switch remakes. Those remakes are like completely new graphics, but I think the main story is the same. And yes, of course, we will have the option to play original first one. So yeah, this was the prologue. We met this detective guy. He take us in at his home, at his office as his partner, his right hand. And yeah, the some weird shit is going to start. This has some sort of supernatural horror elements. It's really creepy game, kinda. At least for Nintendo style of games. This is the real beginning of the game. The real gameplay didn't even start. This was only the prologue, so I know the video is too long, but yeah, enjoy this opening. So yeah, Famicom Detective Club. The girl in it says the girl in back, but the real translation will be the girl, the girl who stands back. It's like a nickname for some supernatural entity in the mythos of the urban city mythology of that town. I also apologize for my camera. It's not easy to capture visuals from the CRT. So I will answer the phone call. We are called by the police. In this video, probably the gameplay looks slow, but it's not. It's really progressive. You can finish the whole game between 6 and 7 hours. So yeah, you can in 2 or 3 sittings you can finish the entire great story, and you will enjoy it. So yeah, we came across the crime scene. We came across this crime scene. We were called by the local police to help with investigation. So yeah, we will need to wait for the coroner to help us. You need to figure out all options before coroner came here. cool. So yeah, we have that. It would be cool that we have an option to skip the text, like fast skip. So yeah, now investigation goes on. We need to find the clues to help our boss and so yeah, as you can see in the river there is something. I need to take it and check it out. It's a notebook. Yeah, it's those kind of gameplay. Beginning is kind of boring, at least for some people, but when you got into it, it's really immersive. It's really great. Yoko Kojima. Oh yeah, Conan arrived. So we'll help him to make not autopsy, but to check out the body. I don't know how the 15-year-old high school student can have that approval, but yeah. Let's check it out. So yeah, this is the body. Let's investigate the body. So yeah, as you can see, this is the same finger style cursor. Oh yeah, this is a joke. So I will remove her hair to check out the wounds. So yeah, we find a clue that she was actually strangled. It was not a natural death from drowning. It was a strangled. She was a strangled. So yeah, as you can see, Yeah, we will not get the answer from the girl. So you can see the facial expressions are changing. When the character find out something horrible, the expression changes, which is kind of great for the Super Nintendo graphics back in the day. I forgot to mention that I think this was released back in 1998. It was the year when this was available on the Nintendo Power kiosks. So yeah, I will finish now my session, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. It is kind of a bit longer, but I recommend this game. Don't judge it by this short video. I mean, it's not short, but yeah, in this half-hour video, try to play it alone for yourself, and you will enjoy it. I promise you. So yeah, that's all from me for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Bye, people.